enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele kaloku apha ekhaya Jikelele kanti siza ngqo kumagumbi ethu osasazo SABC apha eAuckland Park eGauteng. Ngoku ke singena kwi-euro yethu yesibini yesendaba.
Ngakho ke sekuyisikhathi ukuthi sibheke ehamba phambili kuleli hora.
There are 12 people that have been identified, people of interest, by names, some of them by address, some of them by the cars they drive.
Abalelwa emashumi amabili nomuvo amaloli anqunqiswe ngomlilo KwaZulu-Natal eLimpopo kanye naseMpumalanga. Lokhu kudala ungqongqoshe wamaphoyisa obheka icele nobelandisa ngenyathelo ezithathwe amaphoyisa ukunqanda ukubhebhetheka kwalezi igameko.
3 unknown men entered this premises and they opened fire on people that were in the premises as well as in the immediate surrounding.
Kudutyulwe kwabulawa abantu abathandathu konzakala abani kwisiganeko esehle kwanobuhle kwiphondo laseMpuma Koloni.
Sanibonani emakhaya, igama lethu abathandwa nibukele Ekhaya Jikelele. Umoya wami uyavuma. Uyavuma nana.
Ziyenyuka izigameko zokungqongqiswa kwamaloli ngomlilo ezingxenyeni ezahlukene zezwe. Lezi zigameko zimandla kakhulu ezifundazweni iMpumalanga, iKwaZulu-Natal kanye naseLimpopo. Ukuthola kabanzi ngalokhu sixoxisaneke nosuka esikhungweni iTruck Drivers Forum uSifiso Nyathi.
Oqala nje sithi njengenhlangano i-TDF i-All Truck Drivers Forum asamsana ukunqunqiswa kwamaloli nokusho kwamaloli asihambisani nakho siyaqheka. Engakusho wengane kamama thina siyacabangela ukuthi ilento esake sayiveza understand siyacabangela ngikuchaza ukuthi kanjani sifike enzenhlangano ama-truck drivers saveza uvo lwethu nenkinga esibhekene nazo kule sector ye-trucking industry. Ukuqala ukuthi abantu basekhaya abasaqasha sekudominate abafethu ababukufika ngento eyisenzo sabaqashi ukuphula umthetho. Khumbula ukuthi ukudriver akukholwa ukuthi iscarce skill, ukudriver kunomali, ukudriver ngokomthetho kalepe even immigration le kuchaza ukuthi ke ukuthi umthetho iskill esikhona ekhaya esinormal abantu basekhaya ilokho sakuraise sakuveza kuma department uLabor Home Affairs including no transport hamba sakuveza izingeni lika government okuthatha kubonakala akunashintsho even kubona inhlangano zabaqashi iThasa le horo mamumeri including ne RFA le horo ubaba uGavenkili sa address lama problem lama issue sekuyiminyaka esithupha si-address lenkinga akunashintsho. Ucabanga ukuthi umsakazi wami wena ngala sihola abantu sibathembise sitshela ugovernment engashintshi nalabo abangababizi bokubo ama-truck owners angashintshi aqashe abantu bokufika. Ucanto lo muntu lapha ekhaya ulambile yena mhlawumbe uma ucabanga wena mhlawumbe kukhona ngathi ke kusisikelele iSouth Africa asisho ukuthi bona kodwa ubuka nje mfethu emva indlala mfethu ibangulaka when you talk about ungaqasheki nokungasebenzi ukhuluma ngenye into ehlukile kufana ukuthi ke uprotestela ugesi neservice delivery yenye into ethinta impilo yomuntu and ke basadlobongela basabaqasha zikhona inkampani right zikhona inkampani engekho right okuthiwa ama fly by night izobe sibangela inkinga umsakazi wami.
Ngokuzwa kwami nawe awunaso isiqiniseko kodwa uyacabangela ngabe ke kubonakala nje lezi zigameko zodlame nabashayeli phela bathukile ke njengamanje ingabe mhlawumbe ngabe ngisho iqiniso mangingathi abashayeli kusho ukuthi balwa bodwa.
Msakeza angikholwa ukuthi kusha akulona iqiniso abashayeli abantu bodwa hlala nje ama-truck stops nekupha sinankinga sili isaba msakazi wami ilesi esenziwa labaqashi lapho uhulumeni asaba ukubhekana nabo. Uyabona nje ukuba uhulumeni wethu akwazi ukuzwa ngoba lesikhuluma ngaphethe kusemthethweni nawe noma ubani olalela ekhaya akayenze research wesicome to eqasheni la normal skill abantu bangaphandle uzokuthola ukuthi esikhulumayo into erake iqiniso ukuthi nohulumeni osaba ukubhekana neqiniso akasabi futhi angazi ukuthi singambiza ngalithi igama kodwa nje ongabakhathalela abantu basemzansi mfethu ngoba ngisho ke sikhuluma ngendlala la uyabona mangase ngutshele nje kule minyaka esithupha nje ngiyadabukisa ukuthi uhulumeni wethu okay before ngike lapho uhulumeni uyabona ngo2020 siswami sifike saba ne task team ehola ubaba uNcisi le task team yathi kuma province awu9 o premier ondunankulu bona bazohola ukuthi i-province bakha ama-forum lama forum kuzoba nama department ne stakeholders afanele bese i-province ithina lolu daba after i-province ithina lolu daba izo-report straight ku-labor u-labor a-report kubani ku-president ubaba Ramaphosa uma ngase kubuthi kwenzeka lokho akwenzekanga phinde futhi enye task team ebikhona yesibili ebidalelo created last year ngo-20 June last year in the presence of the ministers now no parking council nenhlangano zabantu belapho sa-adopt i-document lapha iphuzu lesibili la lithi-ke bazoba strict kwi-visa ivisa inokumuntu onjani umuntu obuya ngaphandle ozokwenza iskill esinginaso la ekhaya hayi futhi uzosebenza unomphela uzotransfer iskill esinginaso for 13 years I think it's 4 years iphuzu lesibili leli elesine ngo-awu-level kahle amaphuzu elesine lapha la lithi zonke lezi nkampani zizocomply kwi-bargaining council i-bargaining council i-structure esibhekene le sector lena ukusebenza ama-condition okusebenza nama-minimum wage ngesikhathi ikampani i-bargaining council kuzoba nemihlomulo yo-driver ongama-medical aid i-provident fund nama-UAF kanti ezinkampani lezi ezinezinkinga esizifakele nkinga lezi azibhageli kwi-bargaining council zi-operate njengoplus yizo eziqasha abantu bangaphandle basebenza ama-abnormal ile nkinga esi-addressile uhulumeni angayilungisi mfowethu akukho ukuthi o-driver abazwani bayazwani.
Umphathiswa wamapolisa uBhekicele uthi sebebhaqe abantu abali12 ongenzeka ukuba bayabandakanyeka kwiziganyeko zokuqhuqhiswa ngomlilo kwezigadla kwiphondo la KwaZulu-Natal eMpumalanga kunye naseLimpopo. Singaphezulu kwama-20 izigadla ezitshiswe zangqongqa ukusukela ngempelaveki.
Ungqongqoshe wamaphoyisa kanye nezikhulu eziphezulu zalomnyango usengathe isithangamisa bezindaba namhlanje nalapho bekubhungwa ngezigameko zokungqongqiswa kwamaloli. UNdosi uthi umnyango wakhe usukhuphule isibalo samaphoyisa emigwaqeni emikhulu yakuleli.
We have increased our highway patrols as the police, especially on those suspected routes. There are 12 people that have been identified, people of interest, by names, some of them by address, some of them by the cars they drive.
Lo mnyango uthi uqoqe zobunhloli mayelana nalezigameko okukholakala ukuthi zihleliwe.
Intelligence was available but not specific as to where and what. Hence we had deployments already on our highways. We have beefed them up now and we think we'll keep on beefing them up.
Ucele uqhube wathi abukho ubufakazi obuphathekayo bokuthi izigameko zokushiswa kwamaloli zihlobene nezibhelu zangoNtulikazi ka-2021 ezazihambisana nokuzitapela ezitolo.
There is no evidence before us to suggest that the recent target on trucks are in any way related to link to the July insurrection. I wish to take this opportunity to allay any fears that what transpired in July 2021 will repeat itself.
Bangama-67 abasola bakhalelwe ngamasongo kaSigonyela ngenxa yezibhelu zango-2021.
Abakwantsasana babila besoma bekhangela abo badubule babulala isithandathu eKarika kumasipala ombaxa iNelson Mandela Bay eMpuma Koloni. Abantu abane baye bonzakala kwisiganeko sodubulo esehle ngobusuku ngolwesine. Inkulubaphathiswa yephondo leMpuma Koloni uOscar Mabuyane ugxeke kabukhali oluhlaselo.
3 unknown men entered this premises and they opened fire on people that were in the premises as well as in the immediate surrounding. 6 people were shot dead, 4 were injured. Of the 6 that were shot dead, 5 were males and 1 was a female. And with the injured, there were 3 males and 1 female that was also injured. As much as we are recovering illegal firearms, there are still thousands of firearms that are still out there. So the illegal firearms is definitely a problem, and we also urge the communities to report anything that is suspicious within their neighborhoods. This is a drug den, and people know what is going on, and sometimes we need them to be the eyes and ears of the police because we cannot be everywhere.
Inkantolo yomthethosisekelo namuhla izokwethula isinqumo sokuthi umyalelo wenkantolo enkulu yase-Western Cape ngokumiswa komvikelo omphakathi u-Advocate Busiswe Mkhwebane awukho emthethweni noma cha, uzoqinisekiswa ngokwesigaba u-172 somthethosisekelo. Lokhu kuza ngemva kokuthi Mkhwebane ephumelele ngemva kokuphikisa ukumiswa kwakhe esikhungweni sika Chapter 9 enkantolo enkulu yase-Western Cape ngoMandulo nyakenye. Le nkantolo isichithile isinqumo sikaMengameli uCyril Ramaphosa sokumisa Mkhwebane.
Ibhanki edibanisa amazwe ehlabathi aphansi kwe-BRICS eyasungulwa ngonyaka ka-2015 ibhengeze ukuba izaxhasa iinkqubo zokuzisa umbane eMzantsi Afrika.
We are surpassing our expectation in relation to the performance of the units, and we are more than confident that we should be able to survive the winter, will not experience the worst case scenario as we had projected, and will continue to see the improvements, and I'm very confident that load shedding will be behind us very soon.
Lamazwi ashiwo ungqongqoshe wezogesi uDokotela Khosiyentso Ramokgopa. Einsukwini ezimbalwa ezedlule nje kepha ukuthunyelwa kogesi kuyaqhubeka nokuba ingqinamba enkulu.
If you don't address the transmission side of generation, we are likely going to end up in even a much worse case scenario than is the case now.
Umengameli uRamaphosa uthi lenkinga kumele ixazululwe ngokusheshsha.
On the transmission issue, and as I said, we need to come up with a number of innovative ways. It's a big ticket item to improve the transmission of the grid, or to improve, yes, the grid that is transmission. So we are going to have to come up with innovative ideas, and some of them would be partnering with the private sector.
Ibhange le-BRICS lithi likulungele ukusiza iNingizimu Afrika. Kulindeleke ukuthi liphinde lenze esinye isimemezelo futhi engqongqotheleni ye-BRICS ezobanjwa eGoli. Leli bhange lizophinde ligubhe iminyaka eyisishiyagalombili lasungulwa.
Mbukalisa kwesikhathi sokuthi ke sithi qu ejolo siyokhokha izikweletu kodwa bangabe sibuya khona ngumnandi esiphathele khona.
Utsho khona ikhona into emnandi siphathele igqeyanzana kaloku eliyenza izinto ezibukwayo ubuhle nobumbejembethe bempahla zesiNdebele sakuba naye ke sincokola naye siva into yokubana inkuthazo yokuba enze impahla ezibuhle kanje uyayibona mose imibala igqamile kuhle wena nje ungaqushuqushalaze siyabuya emva kwalentengiso.
Sikwamukele mbukeli Ekhaya Jikelele sibonga kakhulu ukuthi sahlanganyele kanye nathi la ekhaya. Ikomishana iPublic Service ngokubambisana nezinhlaka ezahlukene izoba nomhlangano namhlanje nakusasa eKrugersdorp entshonalanga yeGoli uqinisekisa indlela efanele yokusebenza ezinhlakeni zomphakathi. Njengamanje ke mbukeli isixhumana nosihlalo wePublic Service Commission uSolwazi uSomadoda Fikeni. Solwazi sikubingelele sikwamukele ohlelweni. Sikubingelele Solwazi sikwamukele Ekhaya Jikelele. Solwazi ingabe siyazwana?
Ngiyakuzwa kahle mina.
Sibonge kakhulu bese kubingelela nje ohlelweni sikwamukela sithi siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi ube nathi namhlanje ekseni.
Siyabonga nami ngibingelela abalaleli.
Imiphi imigomo Solwazi ebekiwe nezinto ezibhekwayo uma ngabe kuqokwa abazosebenza ezikhungweni zomphakathi?
Okokuqala siyabheka ukuthi bakwazile ukuba nabona abakufundele ukuze bakwazi ukwenza lo msebenzi banaso yini isipiliyoni bangaba kufuneka sona kwindawo ezithize ukuze basebenze kuleyo ndawo banalo irecord lokuziphatha kahle yiko ke ngoku makubhekwa phambili ekuzowujongwa mangaba kukho lokho kwesikhundleni.
Njengoba nje seyilokhu uzanda igameko zokubhikisha kwezakhamuzi engagculisekile ngendlela okuhlinzekwa ngayo idingo nqangi, ingabe ikupho sekwenziwe uhulumeni ukuthi ke abhekane nalenkinga?
Okokuqala masibuka le framework ye professionalization yokuthi kuguqulwe indlela esebenza ngayo i-public service, ukona kuzoba semqoka ukuthi kushintshwe indlela ekukhethwa ngayo abantu abazosebenzela i-public, kushintshwe indlela yokubheka ukuthi iziphi izinto ezifunekayo nezakhono ekufanele ukuthi babe nazo, nokubalekile ukuthi ibe ngabantu abanenhliziyo yokukhathalela abantu, kungafakwa nje abantu abafuna ukuthi bathole umholo kuphela.
Abanye osombusazwe solwazi bathi ukungaphathi ngendlela ezikhungweni kahulumeni akuhlangene nemigomo elawula ukusebenza, kepha nje kuxambukela kwepolitiki. Ingabe kuthini ke wena ukuphawula kwakho mayelana nalokhu?
Kungaze kube khona lokho, kodwa ke akuphelelanga lapho. Le professionalization framework iyakhuluma ngokuthi ukuze ipolitiki ingaxambukeli ekusebenzeni kube khona ukusebenzisana phakathi kwabaphathiswa nalabo baqashela ukuthi benze umsebenzi wabo njengama public servants. Lo mthetho uma ngaba ukwazi ukudweba ukuthi amandla aqala kuphi aphele kuphi ukuze kuvimbeleke ukuthi abantu bafakelwe ingcindezi yokwenza izinto ezingafanelekile, lo mthetho ke uzama ukwenza lokho. Yiko sihlangene namhlanje ukuthi sizawenza njani usebenze, singakhulumi nje kuphela ngawo.
Ukuqokwa kwezisebenza engafaneleke ukwenza umsebenzi wazo einhlakeni kahulumeni kuye kube nomthelela ophazamisa ukusebenza kahulumeni. Kungani ke kungasungulwa imigomo ezonqanda ukuxambukela kwezombusazwe?
Lo mgomo we-professionalization framework uwona kanye osowudlulisiwe wavunywa icabinet, inguwona ekubizwe abantu abazingcaphephe nabaso osolwazi nabantu abanesipiliyoni sokuthi kwamanye amazwe kusebenzeke kanjani. Uwo ke lo mgomo ozawuzama ukuthi ulungise inkinga eziningi uma ngaba sikwazile ukuthi siu-implement okanye siufake kahle usebenze kahle.
Sibongeke kakhulu solwazi ngesikhathi sakho namhlanje, sikufisele nje nosuku oluhle.
Ngiyabonga.
Mbukelikelo besixoxisana naye usolwazi uSomadoda Fikeni ongusihlalo we-Public Service Commission ebesixoxisana naye njengamanje. Njengamanje ke mbukeli ake siphose intambo lapha kukholosa kwaLubisi sizwe ukuthi naye ngiyazi ukuthi kunesivakashi ke esikhona la e-studio sisivakashele ke sibone ukuthi basiphatheleni ke bona.
Liyabonakala utshintsho nohlumo kwicandelo lobuhle sukela igqiyazana laseMpumalanga uNomthandazo Zulu oneminyaka engama-32 wazenzela ke isinxibo sesiNdebele. uZulu ke wafumana imbasa ngelokhwe eyayinxitywe nguThembisa Mdota ngonyaka ka-2017 kwi-DSTV Awards. Akuphelelanga apho ke nanjengokuba eligcisa liye laqatshelwa ngabapapashi abaquka iGlamour Magazine, True Love, Ndibala Tonina. Namhlanje ke uye wasindwendwela apha e-studio ukusichubela kwesisikhwebu sakhe ngohambo lwakhe. Lady in Red, Nomthandazo, siyakwamkela ekhaya Jikelele, unjani?
Ngiyaphila kunjani?
Why ungathi ndimhle? Because wow, you are the girl.
Thank you, you are beautiful yourself.
Enkosi. Siyabulela ngokuba usindwendwele namhlanje kwaye uze ngomsebenzi wakho omhle ulapha nje. Siyaqonda into yokubana ngaphambili uye wasebenza as a beauty therapist uqalenga kwikhampani ezithile. Siyakhalela ke ngokukwazi into yokubana what shifted ifocus yakho or rather your passion uba ungene kwicandelo le designing?
Ngazalwa ukuthunga mina. Since the day born, I have always known deep down in my core ukuthi ngibelethwele ukuthi ngithunge, because njengoba ucho ngithome ngokwenza i-beauty, and then when I shifted into fashion, mangihlangana nabo teacher bami endleleni or my former classmates bayatsho badawa besazi ukuthi ngoba eclassini bengidrowa amaroko ngemva kwencwadi zami. So even my first option to go pursue my career bekukulandelela ukuthunga. So ngathi nangiya then benga qualify, then kwa nyanzeleleka ukuthi I have to go back and fix my studies while I'm busy doing beauty, but otherwise they just have a whole thing together. Ziyaberekisana, kuyabereka konke because nangenza iroko ngiyakhona ukwenza makeup, ngiyakhona ukwenza lokho. So kuyaberekisana, mara fashion design was the first love, and then ngaya ku beauty, then nangisuka ku beauty ngaqhubeka ngathi nangicedileko ngabona ukuthi nje sengiready, then ngalungisa umatric wami ngabuyela esikolweni noma ngiye sengimkhulu mara bekumele ukuthi ngifezekise, and yeah, and I'm grateful to God ukuthi finally ngaze ngafinyelela ukuthi
ngibekwelinqanaba. Wow, ngiyayithanda kakhulu lento oyithoyo into yokubana it's a whole combo. Uthi umuntu efika uqonda bajonga uyamdesignela xa ethi yo ndifuna mhlawumbe ukwenziwa intontoni i-nails yikho combo A1.
Everything.
Wow, talented. Lento sithetha ngayo ke in talent. So usuke apho ke sakubona unxibisa osaziwayo, othembe mdoda nabanye abaninzi. Ungathi mhlambe xa udescribe your sense of style ungathi si unique?
Absolutely. So ukuqhubeka ngiye esikolweni ngo 20, I think it was 2014. Sengimdala eklasini noma bebangibiza Mam Theo kungasimnandi, but here we are. So then every year senza fashion show esikolweni. So the theme that time was traditional. Bekungathi bathe it's my time to shine.
Yes, girl.
Then kwaba yi-theme, then mina ngikhulele namaNdebele. Mara ekhaya besingalenzi siko ngoba ubaba akungasiyo uMndebele. Then but ukukhula hlangana nabo and experiencing the culture and the food, everything I could possibly say ukuthi ngingumNdebele, then I knew somehow that I had to be involved. Then I was inspired to design this print.
Yes,
this
girl.
Print, it's called umbhalo print. So siyazi sonke ukuthi umbhalo couture, umbhalo yingubo yamaNdebele. And also my brand name ngumbhalo couture. So I had designed this print, and writing sesesikolweni,
wow,
it went viral. It was disturbing my schoolwork. It was all over the world.
Wow.
So this was the print that I had designed. Then to top it off, yaqokwa nguThembisa Mtoda. The next day mangivuka, it was the Viewers Choice Awards. So ukuvuka kwami ekseni ngelanga elilandelako, ngiyakhumbula ngavuka ngo-10 ngoba bengidiniwe from work. Ngathola ifone nami, it was bursting with messages, magazine, newspapers.
Supposisa.
I was like, kwenzakalani, you know? And then I was validated ngacho ngathi ngempela uzimo ubekile ukuthi ngikwenze lokho. So thina simaNdebele siyagwala amabota, siyagwala umgwalo into yethu. So mina bengazi ukuthi in my field this is how I'm going to be involved, and this is how I'm going to showcase, and here we are. So umbhalo couture was born, and the rest was
history. And you know what, this is affirming that ixesha lakho xa lifikile akekho ngavala lo mnyango, because uthi udesignile qiqiqi nazi DSTV Awards naku so viral so ilonto kusho ukuthi belifikile ixesha lakho. And njengugcinanisa into yokubana into yenu as amaNdebele ngumbhalo.
Yes.
I mean ndingatsho ndithi andikwazi uba ndikubeke kweyiphi level but uphezulu, and uyaqaqambisa i-culture yenu njengamaNdebele in as much as i-fashion evolve ithini. Why was it important for you to stay rooted and grounded kwi-identity yakho uyibonise to the world?
Ingoba that is everything that I have never known. And ngoba ke abangani bami hlangana ekhaya bayake they're practicing their culture ke mina ngikwazi ukuparticipate, and I knew I had to tell the world a story about where I come from. Ngithi ngibuye eMandebeleni, and kwangifundisa lokho ukuthi akutsho bonyana into yakho nayingavelanga ngendlela ethize kutsho ukuthi akusiyo. So namhlanje ngiyaziwa all over the world just by through me. So it's very important ukuthi njalo do you ngendlela okhona ngayo. And so abangani bami bayenza isiko labo, mina ngikhona ukwenza isiko, and I am under pressure, and there was just something ekhona ngaphakathi kwami engazi ukuthi I have to tell a story, because there is no way we can have these beautiful prints and they don't know about them. That was my thing in my spirit. There is no way this has, because I was always fascinated. But then, and Gandhi, what I believed was not wrong. I was right about myself and what I believe I could tell the story through my experience.
Talk about alignment and kwenza lonto, and into emnandi kakhulu kukuba isinto sakho siyakuphilisa njengayo le lokhwe. It's just wow. Andazi noba ngeyomtshato and hey sendiyazibona nje sendibhabhazela sendikuyo sendithi inhle kakhulu. And ndiyathanda ke ngokubuyela to the foundation othe wayenza apho ufundisa amanina ngezinto ezahlukileyo. It's like you are a jack of all trades. Utulapha ube ungapha ya. Touch a bit on the foundation and indlela mhlawumbe owenza ngayo to balance, because if foundation nayo inoxanduva lwayo, this inoxanduva layo. How are you able to balance zonke izinto kwaye uexcel kuzo?
Ngihlezi ngitsho angazi ukuthi vane ngichocha or vane ngithi when God made me, he went an extra mile. What he
lalela, God favorite child.
Jonga. So from then shifting into beauty, then I focused more into fashion. But now, and then I have learned that because this thing have a relationship, and ngafunda, I've met many girls that would message me bangitshela ukuthi ngiba ungifundisa amazipho, ngiba ungifundisa ukuthunga, and sisazi sonke kobanyana getting through school, it is not easy for everyone. Some of us are privileged ukuthi singafunda siziphinde. But then some people were born with no, please teach me, right? So I've learned ukuthi there's a gap, and it's for me to serve and give back to God, because if you've got a talent and you keep it to yourself, then aisa khelebi okanye iserve ipurpose le mele kube ngiyo. So ngabona ukuthi there's a room for me that the ones that are not privileged, if ukhelebha umuntu ngokwenza umbereko ezandla, izwa mina ngitshela, I studied beauty not even for like a diploma, like certificates, but it took me to school. It did this. I can count so many things engenzele zona ngakhona ukuthi ngizenze. So I always say ukuthi not only ngibelethwele ukuthi ngibe fashion designer, but ngibelethwele bonyana ngizokuseva and give back and be able to help that girl who is not able to umbereko wedlanza. Sometimes awufuni ukuthi nokuthi ube qualified. You just need to have clients and be able to work. So Fugazi Foundation, Fugazi is my grandmother. She passed away. I never got a privilege to meet her, but she was also a seamstress. So ngiyazi I am taking this from her, and I don't know, I feel so connected to her. Fugazi is the name of my grandmother. So Fugazi Foundation, I really, because mangizwa ukuthi beka umuntu njani, ngiyangitshela lokho ukuthi I have to serve. But I know ukuthi i-passion nombereko engana purpose yokuthi ufuna ukwenzana emhlabeni ulitshentsha njani umhlaba, then it's meaningless.
It's meaningless. That is very powerful, because it goes back to the issue of alignment.
Yes.
So your purpose is aligned, and kulento oyithethayo ibalekele kakhulu, because njengoba usithi into yokubana uye wasebenzisa isakhono sakho sokuba uphucule nomnye into engqinayo into yokubana we rise by lifting others, and eso sibane osikhanyisele omnye umuntu asizucime sakho ngenxa yalonto. zayo, very powerful. And siyaqonda into yokubana in the fashion industry, especially now that we are in the era of social media, and unxibisa osaziwayo asikwazi uyibaleka into yokubana kune critics out there mhlambe unxibisa uzibani bani abantu bathi yu kutheni ikekele kutheni amagxalaba enjanjani kude kwenziwe nezinye izinto uyihandlisha njani mhlambe ukugxekwa ngabantu ngomsebenzi wakho?
To start with, I have understood who I am. Number one. And I ngazwisisa ukuthi my confidence is always had to be phambili. Ngoba what happens is that if you move away from your line, the enemy and the people that are saying things about you, it is to strip away your confidence. But say you don't believe that you are worthy. And my biggest thing that I always say, nabande ngibereka nayo, ngihlala ngisho ngithi noma abantu bakhuluma bayakhombisa ukuthi lungisa kuphi. Hayi ngaso sonke isikhathi ukuthi bafuna ukukubulala nanyana abanye bavela sengathi bayancoma kanti bafuna ukukubulala. Mara ukubalulekile ukuthi we don't want to be perfect. We want improvement. We want to fix. And however, in the beginning, iyaglimaza ehlizweni. But at the same time, they don't realize that it strengthens you. And what is important also now, you should not turn a blind eye. Because sometimes you're not always right. So you have to check, is this worth my attention? And you're like, okay, this person is onto something. Because the more you grow and the more ukula into becoming a businesswoman, you understand that you're gonna make mistakes because Tina Skulisege in a generation where there are so many things to undo. I'm talking paradigms, I'm talking bad patterns. So to grow into a businesswoman, you have to undo this time you're building. It's a chaos. But
unlearning and relearning.
It's a lot. You are unlearning these habits. Sometimes again, you become your own enemy to your own business. But when you understand, I'm on a journey and you have to be rooted core and believe in your most high, God is there with me, and also be willing to learn every day. Ungabige nekani uthembe ukuthi ngiyayazi into engiyenzako ngiyayazi into engifunako ngoba ungagcine ube arrogant and bese uzitshela ukuthi you still on the right path. And in this business kufuneka umuntu ongathi uyazithoba noma ngabe kuvela ini critique i-client ayikajabula, you have to be calm and you understand, and not always i-client yokuhlala ijabulile. Amanye ayavela athi mina ngingathabi ngalokhu then uxolise, and then we take into actions what our business has put in place. Ukuthi nangabe client ayikajabuli, we are going to do this, we are going to do this.
You know, I can listen to you the whole day.
I can talk.
Now you can talk the whole day. I am the girl that I think I am. Confidence, wisdom, you are a full package, you know, and I'm sure and I mean, fashion industry evolve. There are new trends this year, and now as a designer, you want to remain relevant, out of style. And yes, as far as we fashion, it's classic, it's timeless, ayiphelelwa. So jonga ikamva lakho already present yakho, it's bright without a doubt. So jonga future yakho in the fashion business, already you have a foundation that you have established. Ujonge ntoni, where do you see yourself, and ngeyiphi ileka so jonga noba ngaphansi komhlaba ndiwelele ndibe kunye nomakhulu wakho, as you said into kubana zange umbone yintoni mhlambe othi ufuna ukukhunjalwa ngayo as a designer?
Into engifuna ukukhunjulwa ngayo njengomuntu othungako, kokuthoma angifuna ukukhunjulwa njengomuntu othungako, ngifuna ukukhunjulwa njengomuntu wenza umehluko, not in my community, not in my city, but in the world. But sithome ekhaya ke, sithome estradini sekhenu. Njengoba ngitsho ngithi Fukazi Foundation, you identify uthi loya uyangixhoka, because people turn a blind eye to izinto abazibonako emakhaya babona ukuthi emzini loya akunachukela, but they will still sit benze ngathi ababoni. So that's what I want to be remembered, that I never turned a blind eye or la ngibone khona bonyana ihelebho liyafuneka. I-fashion industry, it's evolving. Mara ngiba ukukutshela nasindaba, African prints attires are the future. And because now, as sikhula, siyaphucuka, we are leaning more towards ourselves of who we are. And even as modern as it can be, siyahona ukuzi-expressa. Qala iroko, it's a modern dress, but yet it's screaming elegance and African. So everything is working together. But prints, African, and I think there is so much work to be done, because if you can look at our cultures, they are so different, and I'm loving how designers now, we are even into traditional wedding dresses. So we're moving away from the Western, what we have known, and we are doing ourselves. So yeah, no, I really want to be remembered as that designer. Owavela emandebeleni wacho ukuthi there are bigger things for everyone, and I want everyone back at home to look at me and say, because the biggest struggles that we're dealing with currently is self-worth, and people don't believing that I can do it. So I want to stand and represent not only in fashion, but wokumundu athembe ukuthi nge in my path, in my journey, I can do this, I can succeed. Because as you can see in front of this dress, there's something babizi pepetu, but there it is modernized just to give it a fashion. So baya potela, and ubone umundu ukuthi uyakrinja, they are not sure, because ngathi yindo yabo gogo, and they're not make sure. So it's really is just to give a voice to say, look, I struggled with my confidence for the longest time. But once I was unleashed, I said, I know there are people that are struggling with the same thing, and I'm going to go out there and fetch them. Even sometimes you want to fetch them, it's a lot of work. It comes with a lot of, sometimes you embarrass yourself, but I'm like, I am willing, you know, I am willing. But my biggest thing is women, and women doing it for themselves.
Wow, yes. I mean, you are really inspirational, and I mean, because you speak about a lot of things, from alignment, finding your purpose, confidence, and remaining rooted as an African. Abantu bafuna ukukulandela, belandela not only uba okay bafuna impahla uba design, but obubuncwane bobuchopho obuthe wakuthela enkqubeni bakulandela phi mhlawumbi?
I am on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay, let me start with Facebook and Twitter is Theodora Zulu. And on Instagram, my business and fashion and page is Umbalo Kucho. It's UMBHALO Kucho. And then it's over nje na uvula ukuthi ga uhlangana nesithombe saka Thembisa Mdoda.
Wena lo, thank you.
That is me. Yes, thank you Ngiyathokoza.
Siyabulela kakhulu ngokuba usindwendwele. Ngenene yabona uchaye wayoqhuma. Uqebile mntasekhaya, sikufisela konke okuhle kumsebenzi wakho omhle, anga amanyange noqamatha, angakhokela nomakhulu wakho. Ndiyakholela into yobana njengoba uthetha nje ulapha ukujongile, anga akhokhela kumsebenzi omhle wenzayo, uqaqambise isiko lakho. Sikujongile Ekhaya Jikelele kwaye siyazinca ngawe.
Ngiyathokoza. Thank you so much for having me here. You know, when people create environments like this for me, it means a lot, because I'm a person who always creates spaces for myself to be seen and heard. So when I'm here, this is spaces where it's everything to me. I'm even getting emotional, and I am feeling so blessed.
Come here, my darling.
Thank you so much.
Right, mbukeli we Ekhaya Jikelele. Sibambe ngazibini kaloku kundwendwe lethu. Ndiyathemba ke nawe mntu obukeleyo uvuselelekile into yokubana qala apho ukhona ngento enayo. Uthethe into ebalekile kaloku into yokubana njengomAfrika khawuzikhumbuze uba ungubani na, usebenzise kaloku into eziziqaqambisayo ukuzivuselela. Ngoku ke masithi qhwi evenkileni, wena ungayindawo siyabuya ngongoku.
Siphinde sikamukele mbukeli ekhaya Jikelele kanti manje ke sekuyisikhathi ukuthi singene kwezemidlalo. Abadlali bebanyana bakholele ekutheni ukudlala obungani neCosta Rica ngomgqibelo kuzobasiza kakhulu ekulungiseleleni umqhudelwano wendebe yomhlaba ozoqala zinga-20 izinsuku kwephezulu uphothuluke emhla zinga-20 kuNcwaba.
Ibanyana ngokusijwayela isimo saseNew Zealand okusazoba ikhaya lamasonto amanazayo njengoba usuzoqala nje umqhudelwano wendebe yomhlaba.
The first day, it was extremely somber. Most of us were sleepy. You know, we really didn't want to come to eat, you know, and do stuff that we were supposed to do. But, you know, for example, yesterday, there were a lot of laughs. You know, the mood was just kind of getting better.
Kumqoka kakhulu ukuthi abadlali bethole ithuba lokujwayelana nesimo sendawo ngaphambi komdlalo wabo wokuvula emqhudelwaneni wendebe yomhlaba okungumdlalo abazowudlala neSweden mhla zinga-23 izinsuku kwephezulu.
We are at day 2 where we went to training and just had a feel of just kicking the ball. The day before today it was raining. So today it was a bit nice, not raining, the weather was just nice and cool. So I guess we're going to adjust on the third day. Most probably that's where, you know, the vibe, the happiness and everything else will come.
Abadlali bebanyana bazobe bedlala ndawonye okwesine kulonyaka njengoba bezozwana amandla neCosta Rica ngomgqibelo emidlalweni womngani.
It's a little bit of both in terms of, you know, us playing together more, playing football wise, not just running or doing soccer drills, but us playing more, you know, remembering that, oh, this one likes this one does not like that. So we need to see that more often in order for us to gel.
Umdlalo womngani neCosta Rica uzosiza kakhulu ebagadlini ekuvuseleleni ubudlelwane babo njengoba omunye wabo uThembi Khadlana ubengekho isikhathi eside kulandela ukulimala kwakhe.
Kanti ke mbukeli mangabe siqhubekela phambili ngeindaba ezishisa ibunzi iqembu elibusayo kulelizwe iAfrican National Congress lizosingatha amaqembu ezombusazwe angaphansi kwenhlangano iBRICS esentini enyakatho yeGoli kulamazwe kembukeli kukhona iIndia, iChina, iBrazil kanye neRussia ukutholakala kabanzi ngalokho sixhumana nentatheli yethu esimkantshubovu kwezokubuswa kwezwe uSamkele wakwaMaseko. Samkele asikubingelele sikwamukele ohlelweni.
Sibingelele noxolo siphinde sibingelele nabalaleli.
Lamaqembu ezombusazwe azokwenzani ke lapha eNingizimu Afrika?
Lamaqembu ezombusazwe kulamazwe eBRICS azelana eNingizimu Afrika ukuzobhunga kabanzi ukuthi bayiphuculula kanjani impilo yabantu basemazweni abo phecelezi khona eChina, eseIndia, eseSouth Africa, eseBrazil, eseIndia ebizwa ngayo lenhlangano ebizwa ngeBRICS. Ilapho ke khona abazoqhamuka namasu ukuthi bayisiza kanjani eNingizimu Afrika ukuqeda lesihlamba sokucima kukagesi phecelezi load shedding nalezi ikhumulo ze-Eskom eziphehla ugesi ngamalahle eziloke ezihluleka ukwenza umsebenzi ukuthi bayilungisa kangakanani ukuthi zikwazi ukwenza umsebenzi wawo ukuthi nesihlukane nalesigaba se-6 esikusona sokucima kukagesi. Masona nokuthi bayisiza kanjani eNingizimu Afrika ukuqeda ubupha indlala kanye nokwakha namathuba omsebenzi kwabantu baseNingizimu Afrika ukuze nabo bezosebenza ukuze nomnotho waseNingizimu Afrika uzosimama ngalendlela ekumele usimame ngawo ukuze kwakhe amathuba omsebenzi. Ukuthi ke bawubheka amazwe afana njengo-India kakhulukazi neRussia. iRussia inezikhumulo eziphehla ugesi zamalahle eziningi iphinde futhi ibe nezikhumulo eziphehla ugesi ngenuclear eziningi. Ukhumbule ngesikhathi sika Jacob Zuma sawumongameli waseNingizimu Afrika kwaba namahlebezi ukuthi iNingizimu Afrika neRussia bakhuluma ngokuthi bayakha kanjani isikhumulo esisha esizophehla ugesi esizosebenzisa inuclear okuyiyona into ungqongqoshe wezamandla kanye nama-minerals eNingizimu Afrika uGwede Mantashe ayisho ukuthi kumele sibuyele kuleya ngxoxo ukuthi kwakhiwe isikhumulo esisha esizophehla ugesi ngenuclear.
Samkele obanika bangalindeleka kumalungu eNC abazokwethamela ke lo mhlangano ingabe uzobe khona yini umengameli?
uMengameli uRamaphosa uzofika namhlanje ebusuku kwiDaladina la ngizoya khona nami la izokhuluma khona ebusuku manje emini kuzoba khona amanxusa kuba khona amalungu esigungu esiphezulu sihlangana ebusayo kube khona nongqongqoshe namanxusa alamazwe amanye eyayo iBRICS azobe ekhona kanye futhi nongqongqoshe bakhona abamele ozokuxhumana zamanye amazwe phecelezi ama-international relations ministers abanye babo bazobe bekhona bezokhuluma kuyona kulunguthela yamaqembu eBRICS kodwa-ke nomgcini mafa we-ANC udokotela uGwen Ramaphosa uyena ozobe esingathela umhlangano namhlanje emini masukuthi ntambama-ke kuzobe sekuyena-ke umongameli we-African National Congress uCyril Matamela Ramaphosa ozobe sekhuluma nalamanxusa nongqongqoshe kanye futhi namawo abathunyelwe wona lamaqembu ezepolitiki eBRICS bazobe sebelalela-ke umongameli we-ANC uMatamela Ramaphosa ebasebanika umhlahlandlela kanye nomkhombandlela ukuthi bazohamba kanjani sekuyeni kulawo ama-heads of state omongameli bayo iBRICS azobe behlangene eNingizimu Afrika eSandton ngaye u-August.
Maseko ngikuzwa ukhuluma ngeGaladina ingabe kuzobe sekuyokwenziwani-ke lapho?
Kulo Galadina kuzobe sekukhuluma umongameli weqembu le-ANC uCyril Ramaphosa esekhuluma nalamanxusa kanye nalabo abathunywe ilamaqembu ezepolitiki ayo iBRICS kanye futhi-ke nongqongqoshe bakhona abazobe bekwazile ukuza lana eNingizimu Afrika ukuzwa nje ukuthi uhlelo kanye nokulungiselela lenqungquthela yeBRICS kuhamba kanjani kanye nanokuthi uyeza yini umongameli waseRussia uVladimir Putin. Sizwile kuleli sonto nje iphindle kamongameli uPaul Mashatile okuyena othunywa umongameli uRamaphosa ukuthi abheke amasu ukuthi uPutin bengamletha kanjani eNingizimu Afrika wazi ukuthi inkantolo yazwelonke phecelezi International Criminal Court sikhiphe incwadi emgunyaza ukuthi aboshwe eNingizimu Afrika ngokuthi iNingizimu Afrika yasayinda yaba yilunga le-International Criminal Court maye nje uPutin wakubeka nje umqondo wakhe eNingizimu Afrika hayi amasongo kasigonyela kumele amkhalele uthi-ke umongameli uPaul Mashatile akabheka amasu ukuthi bengaphuma kanjani kule nkiyankiya abakuyona ukuthi kumele bebophe omunye umongameli welinye izwe lokho okungadala i-world war kanye noma kungadala impi phakathi kweRussia neNingizimu Afrika.
Maseko uma kungenzeka mhlawumbe sibone isimo lapho sithi iqembu elibusayo akusesilona eliphethe izwe ingabe mhlawumbe amaqembu akhona noma iqembu elingaphatha ngaleso sikhathi lingaqhubeka yini kuba nobudlelwano neBRICS kanjalo nawo ke amanye amaqembu ezepolitiki emazweni angaphansi kweBRICS?
Baxolo phela ukhumbula ukuthi nkathi uLula da Silva waseBrazil ehluleka ukuwina ukhetho kwakuwina omunye umongameli owayichitha kakhulu neMelika iBrazil yaqhubeka ukuba khona kwiBRICS kodwa ayizange isadlala iqhaza eliphezulu kangako yayisondelene kakhulu neMelika yathatha nje igxathu emuva kancane kodwa yaqhubeka nokuba khona naseNingizimu Afrika kangathi kuthiwa iyaphuma-ke yona le nhlangano ebusayo inkululeko yesizwe iyona i-ANC kungenzeka ukuthi labo ayobe bephethe ngaleyo nkathi siyazi uJulius Malema ne-EFF yakhe ngeke befuna ukuphuma kwiBRICS kodwa ngeke kwazi-ke amaqembu afana no-IFP ufana namaqembu afana no-DA abonakala ngazi ukuthi asondelene kakhulu namamelika ukuthi wona engenza njani kodwa esikwaziyo ukuthi i-EFF i-ANC iyona i-PAC iyona i-AZAPO angeke befune ukuphuma kwiBRICS.
Maseko uma singaphuma nje kancane kulolu daba esixoxa ngalo ke singene kwezinye kuye kwaba nembiko lapha ethi iCope isuswe njengeqembu ohlwini lwamaqembu azovotelwa kodwa phinde futhi kwabonakala sengathi hayi ngathi akulona iqiniso kwenzekeni?
Naqola nje kucela nje iqiniso bengalandelelanga kakhulu leyo mbiko bengekho emsebenzini izolo kodwa engikwaziyo ukuthi uColin Makhubela okuyena oyispeaker somkhandlu waseGoli ilunga futhi leCope uthi amampunge nje lawo akukho lokho incwadi engeke ngayibona kancane noma ngayifundanga kakhulu ngibone incwadi ebhale iyona isikhumulo esibhalisela izinkampani kanye nama-NGO eNingizimu Afrika iCIPC okuyiyona ethe hayi ngoba iCope ihlulekile ukuletha ama-financial statements akhona imininingwane yabo yezezimali kule minyaka emihlanu edlule sebeyayikhipha-ke ukubhaliseni kwi-CIPC. Kwi-CIPC noma ubhalisa inkampani noma ubhalisa i-NGO kumele njalo ekupheleni kulowo nyaka wezezimali ulethe ama-financial statements ulethe izitatimende zakho zezimali kubonakale ukuthi imali awuyisebenzisi budedengu yini. ICOPE yehlulekile-ke yona-ke ukuhambisa imininingwane yabo yezezimali kuyona e-CIPC kule minyaka emihlanu edlule, ingako ikhishiwe ukubhaliseni kwi-CIPC kodwa ibona ukuba sohlelweni le-IEC lokhetho lakazwelonke ngonyaka ozayo basekhona.
Sibonga kakhulu-ke the Lord ngesikhathi sakho namhlanje sikufisela usuku oluhle.
Sibonge kakhulu naxo.
Mbukeli lowo-ke besixoxisana naye intatheli yethu lapha e-SABC siyiqhenya ngayo isimkantshubomvu samukelwa kwamaseko besixoxisana naye nje-ke mayelana namaqembu ezepolitiki angaphansi kwamazwe i-BRICS azoza-ke lapha eNingizimu Afrika ukuzocobelelana ulwazi kanye neqembu elibusayo lapha eNingizimu Afrika i-African National Congress. Kulo mhlangano kuyasho samukela ukuthi kuzobe kuzoxoxwa ngey'nto ezahlukahlukene kodwa nje-ke esingakubhekelela nje yikho lokho kokuthi-ke udaba logesi asithi quke itolo sobe emva komzuzu.